Hello, I'm Joe Forrester. You join me here with Ben Williams, also known as Kameelion. Ben, it's lovely to have you with us.
The day came when the risk it took to remain tightly closed in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to bloom. This is the element of freedom.
The album, The Boy Who Made Sounds, have you been surprised about how well it's done?
I have actually. I mean, I know the fan base in the UK, everyone sort of, whoever likes me has bought it, I can see that, and it has had really good feedback, but I'm more surprised that people in Europe have, like, there was a part where people in Bulgaria were buying it more than the UK, it was like, so what I think had happened is, because a lot of my followers were suddenly all Bulgarian, I think that someone like, a bit like Perez Hilton or some blogger from Bulgaria had obviously put it on a website that I wasn't sure about or didn't know anything about, and obviously promoted it a lot on there, and it gone down really well, so a lot of people bought it from there. In Belgium, Estonia, Poland, places like that, it's gone down really well, and obviously I get a lot of feedback. A lot of it, I must admit, is in their language, so it's a bit hard to understand. The amount of times I put things into Google Translate and be like, don't know what they're saying, hopefully it's good.
You've got a single as well called Don't Even Know Your Name. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's basically about, if you want to go straight into the point of it, it's basically like about meeting someone in a club and basically like thinking they're the best, or they're amazing, basically having like a one night stand basically, and knowing, get to know them quite well, but still you don't even know their name, sort of thing. It's the lyrics sort of, you can sort of understand that in the lyrics, but that again, that's gone down well in Europe, and quite a lot of people in the UK have had BBC introduced and interested in that as well. So it's quite good. They've had a lot of people as well, you know, asking to remix it, making it beefier, making it into a drum and bass remix, stuff like that. So.
Was it inspired by a particular incident?
I know that happens all the time in clubs, and I know people do think that's what I think. If you go out to a nightclub, if you haven't got a boyfriend or girlfriend, you're there to have a good time, aren't you, sort of thing. So I think everyone's looked at someone in a club and gone, flipping heck, like, I don't even know her name, but she's amazing, or he's amazing, whatever. So I know as soon as I did it, and as soon as I put it out, it got a really good response, because I know people go, yes, that's me.
It's called Don't Even Know Your Name. So I'd like to play a game along that theme, where I'm going to stick this to your head.
Okay.
And it's got a pop star's name on it.
Oh, God.
And you've got 10 questions you can ask me and see if you can get who it is.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
if you close your eyes and I'll put it on your forehead.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Question one.
Male or female?
Male.
Right. Is it ridiculous? Is it someone that's quite... Is it someone who's had like chart hits?
Yes. Yeah. That's two.
Were they in a band and now they've gone solo?
No.
No. Are they still around today? Are they doing songs now?
Yeah, massive.
Have you had a #1 record?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Big hit with the ladies.
It's not Take That. It's not someone from Take
Like
That.
a modern version.
A modern Take That.
Yeah. Not as good.
But
But more popular.
so someone's been on X Factor.
Yeah.
One Direction.
Yeah. Which
I've
one?
got oh my god.
There's only one.
Harry.
Yeah. You can take that off now,
Thank
by the
you.
way. You can keep
Cheers,
it.
Harry. Thank you.
How important has social media stuff been for you?
Amazing. So I recently got verified, which was amazing. It does really help with gigs, with people looking at your music. If you just click on someone who sings, you're just like, come on, can I be bothered clicking the link? Or just once someone's verified, you think, well, they must stand for something. It gives them sort of like an online status, so to say. And it has really worked with people booking me in for gigs, people checking out the music, say from all over the world. It has really helped. So it is one of the best things, and it's free, it's easy. If you've got a link, it's just copy and paste, and it's out there. So it is the biggest thing. And emails, of course, you just send an email, and that's it. It's just out there straight away.
Have you got a favourite place in the UK to perform?
Leeds.
Right, what's that?
Leeds. I think Leeds in general is just a really, really nice place. Like, my mum and dad go there quite a lot, and they're like, you need to go to Leeds because the people are nice, the city is nice, the shops are nice, the bars are nice, the people there. It's just a really nice place, and it's somewhere that maybe just gets sort of. There's one of the cities that just sort of gets pushed to the back. Sort of. I think Manchester, Birmingham, London, Newcastle now, especially with Geordie Shore, Liverpool, but. I think Leeds is a really sort of underrated place, and it is really nice.
Right, now last time we talked as well, you had to quash rumours about you and X Factor starlet Cher Lloyd.
Yeah.
I believe we put that one to bed.
Yeah.
If you pardon the phrase.
Yeah, oh damn. That was a good one.
How is the love life? Obviously, in your line of work, it's
it's going good. I do prefer the single life, if I'm honest.
Right.
There's no sort of being tied down. There's no commitments, because obviously, if you're in a relationship and I'm being like, say, in Cardiff, Newcastle, Ireland, Scotland, things like that, it's hard to sort of someone to be with you all the time, sort of thing, or to be stuck at home missing you or stuff like that.
Or on the webcam constantly.
Yeah, or on the webcam, yeah. Do constant Skype calls and all this, but it's nice to sort of do what I want and be nice and free. And sometimes to not to have the hassle, it's nice sometimes because I'm so tired. The amount of times I just turn my phone off and everything and just like think no one can pester me and I'm just so tired, sort of thing. Yeah, but if I had someone, if I was with someone, I might be a little bit like nag, but maybe someone will come along, I don't know, but
well,
it's nice. You do miss sort of, I have been in relationships and you do sort of miss that, but it's nice to be single as well.
You're clearly quite a fashionable guy.
Thank you.
Do you get sort of clothing labels sending you clothes, that sort of thing?
Yeah, that's a bit like this vest has been sent to me. Hojo, big shout out to those. I've had a few, but it's like one of the main ones I think was amazing is clothing called Drop Dead clothing. Right. And that MK1 one, this year's X Factor, they're obviously from Sheffield, or they must be near that way, or they know someone who's close to them, because all their clothes are Drop Dead. And they sent me a really good package, and it was amazing. I was really chuffed to bits. But no, a lot of little small ones who are like trying to get their way, sort of thing. They send me stuff for me to promote on my Twitter. They send me free T-shirts, stuff like that. But I'm getting a few of those every day. It's sort of like it's like Christmas Day. It's like, oh, what is it today? It's either a hat or a T-shirt. So,
are there any other UK artists that you'd like to perform with?
Yeah. Well, because I'm at the stage I am now, like an up and coming, I like to look at other up and coming musicians. Like obviously there's the big ones, which would, if it all went to plan, yeah, I'd love to work with Tiny Temper, Jessie J, people like that. That'd be brilliant. But there's other artists like you may not have heard, like Hattie Keane. She's a new one. There's a singer called AME, who's a good friend of mine. She's signed to Gary Barlow's label. She's starting to get she's doing really well actually, to be fair to her. There's countless. I listen to loads, but Hattie and AME especially. Taylor Jones is a rapper. He's doing really well in Europe now. But if I was to choose one, probably main one, probably because my music is sort of electro pop, I'd love to work with a rapper. Probably Tiny Temper's been at the scene. But I was impressed with Labyrinth.
Yeah.
He's the new song I heard today with Emily Sandé. It sounds a bit like John Legend or something. Yeah. I'm used to hearing him on massive dance tracks. It's quite singy sort of than him. He's got the auto-tune and big dance beats. Yeah. It sounds a lot like John Legend. I think he would be a good one.
Let's talk a little bit about X Factor this year. Do you watch it?
I didn't really watch a lot of the auditions in the boot camp, but I've been watching a lot of the live shows. Like, usually people watch it the way around. They watch all the auditions and then don't watch the live show. But I've sort of turned it on with the live shows and stuff. I've watched bits of the boot camp and things like that.
What's your opinion on it as sort of a format, sort of like the direct route to success?
It's a good pedestal. I must admit, it is a really good pedestal for getting your stuff known, or if you wrote your own song. It's like this year they've sort of changed the rules a bit. There's people who had managers who are allowed to go on it. People who wrote like that Lucy Spraggan, she started writing her own stuff on it.
Yeah.
They've sort of made a bit of a leeway, so to say, but. I think if you want to be famous, you want to get on TV and all that, which some people that's what they strive to be. It's not about music, it's about being famous. I think, well, yeah, you're on the TV to millions of people. It's a good way to get known, sort of thing. But I think if you're self-driven and you write your own stuff, it's like people say, maybe why don't you go on it? But I'm more of a songwriter-singer than a singer-songwriter. Yeah. So I know it sounds the same, but my heart's more songwriting. So like, what would I do on Apple Week? I know I haven't got the most amazing voice in the world. I think I'd struggle on it, and I'm more of a songwriter, like I say. So it is a good pedestal to get known, but it's not something as a songwriter. If you were a songwriter, I'd recommend.
Have you got plans for a second album?
I have actually, yeah. I've started doing tracks already that aren't available to download, that I've just put on YouTube as tasters, sort of thing, and they've gone down really well. One I'm doing tonight is called What a Girl Believes. A track called Million Tears, which has gone down brilliantly already. So there's two already. I've already got a name for it. I want to call it Symphony 2. You know, like Beethoven's Symphony. Yeah. There's a picture of like someone's photoshopped. They're going to have to obviously get the licensing for it. It's like Beethoven holding a big subwoofer. I want to just call it Symphony 2. Because obviously it's got synths in my music and all that. There are other tracks that I'm working on now that would fit perfectly on it, but it's only going to be like a 5-track, 6-track one, just like the other one's only 6-7 track.
What else is coming up for you, and what can we expect?
I attend a lot of like fashion events, performing there as well, but it's just good to network, so you might see me at some fashion events, and obviously with the music, still doing the gigs. A lot of under 18 gigs are getting booked in. and just keep writing, keep networking, keep plugging away, and then see what it is this time next year.
Well, Ben Williams, aka Kameelion, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers,
And the
man.
day came when the risk it took to remain tightly closed in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to bloom. This is the element of freedom.